So CAREcorps approached us. We, as a food share with the mission of ending hunger, wanted to work with youth as well. A lot of our programs already are focused with youth. And so early in the spring, CAREcorps approached us at the food share and asked if they'd be able to have 5 volunteer projects this summer to help us end hunger. And so some of our supervisors got together and found these cool projects, that some of which had been on the back burner for 2 years because we just didn't have the staff time for them. And so that's the cool thing that CAREcorps brings and brought to the food share, is a group of high schoolers who can critically think and creatively design the solutions to problems. And so for the last 3 weeks, CAREcorps volunteers have put together a seed shed for our community garden coordinators.
Well, I liked this project. The idea of it is we're rebuilding a shed that already exists to store seeds for the nonprofits that Marion-Polk Food Share supports, so they can come and get seeds for their youth gardens and community gardens throughout Marion-Polk counties any time of the day, any day, all year. It's like working with a group of friends. I'm very lucky and blessed to have a group that is so focused and likes to have fun with their work and just have a good time helping out a local nonprofit.
Just this experience is it's really good to meet new people, and I felt that's why I did it, because I was really scared to work with new people and people I didn't know. And the seed shed was especially very bonding because we had to help people when we were going to fall, help people when we were going to fail, because we did fail a lot. But building it from the ground up really was a good experience to have with this team, and they're an amazing group of people.
Another project that CAREcorps helped us put together is a more accessible edible landscape. We have an edible landscape at our facility where we show businesses and volunteers how to grow a garden and how to change a landscape from non-edible to edible, so that way it can be part of the solution for hunger as well.
The river rock over here was once a part of this landscape, so we had to take it out with a tractor. Once we got all of our materials, like our wood and the bricks and the pavers and the sand and the crushed gravel and the compost, once we got all those things donated and all of the materials prepped, we started putting our beds together. And the beds that we're working on, the barrel beds are over there. They're the food safe barrels cut in half, and they're on a tabletop. And so that makes them more comfortable, more accessible for, say, a person in a walker or a wheelchair with a physical disability. That's why we also are building another tabletop bed that has seating, so that someone with their caretaker could sit down and garden. And the food share itself, their mission is to end hunger, and along with that is this whole goal of teaching sustainability. And having the beds here that we're building is teaching sustainability. It's teaching it to a group that may not have been included in that dream previously. So they're now included in being able to learn, and they're now learning how to garden, and this can be seen as an example for other community gardens. This is so not only that this area has a good flow of traffic, but also so that people can access the beds that we're making. So an accessible bed with no path to get to it defeats the purpose. So that's the point of having the path here.
Another project we had going on is, we call it a culture of service, or the food drive project. And it was actually all computer-based, which is not usual for CAREcorps projects. CAREcorps projects in the past have been built, usually. This project is building, but in a digital way. And so they put together a toolkit to give out to high schoolers and high school teachers and middle school teachers to provide resources for how to build a food drive. And then also they're planning a fall event where we're going to invite teachers and their students to come here to kick off their food drives, rather than having school drives be school central. They'll be citywide. Instead of school-wide, they'll be citywide. And then the last 2 projects have been out at our youth farm, and the other one was at Hammond Elementary, and they've been doing education and beautification, again using the creative design and acquisition of resources to create some passive education as well as some beautification of the sites there to help our families and our young adults grow food and learn about food.
It's really great to give back to Marion-Polk Food Share because they're ending something that's such a big problem, which is hunger.